Keys check it. It appears we have a light meter from TT Artisan. Not any light meter 2. Okay, so inside the box, what have we got? We've got a tiny screwdriver, handy. And this thing, it's nice, isn't it? Okay, let's attach it to this nice here Voigtlander 35mm camera from a long time ago. It just slots nicely in to the cold shoe. Right, so you can see there, if you've got very good eyesight, that that's set to ISO 400. You change that with the little wheel here to whatever you want. So the film I'm using is 400 ISO, so that is set. This wheel has the aperture. So if I set that to say, I don't know, f2, that middle red line there, you can just about see it perhaps, that'll be the arrow that you need that indicates the actual f-stop. This other dial is the shutter speed. So if it says 125, that means it's 125th of a second. If it says 1,000, it's 1,000th of a second. So anyway, if you want it to read the light of the room, you press this little button here, and it's saying, and you see there, it's lit up with red on the negative, which means it's underexposed. So 1,000th of a second at f2 on ISO 400 in this room pointing that way is underexposed. If you press it again, and then just say, okay, well, I'll turn the shutter speed. Try again. Oh. So you can literally just turn the dial. That's overexposed when it says plus. Underexposed isn't minus. Minus and the dot means you're nearly there. Plus and the dot means you're nearly there. So if you're on the green dot, obviously that means you're at the right exposure based on that particular reading. So the reading says ISO 400, f2, and then it looks like you're at, it's between 30 and 60. I don't quite understand that. So yeah, 45th of a second. Yeah, I don't understand. But it's close enough. So on here I'd set that to, let's see, I'd set it to f2, if f2 is there. I know that's the focal distance. Where's f2? I'm embarrassing myself. So this only goes to f3.5. Okay, so let's set it to what I believe is 3.5, so that'll be between 2.8 and 4. And see how we get on. So pointing it towards the subject. Oh, so it's suggesting for this room, at f3.5 you need a 15th of a second shutter speed. So let's see. No, I think that's the shutter speed on this one. So it's only got a 25th and a 10, so I'm guessing somewhere in between there will be about right. So I believe I've got the shutter speed set correctly. So if I were to take a photo, that's how I'd do it. Now, I presume it gets easier with experience, and to be fair, when you're outside at a particular light, it will stay the same for a while, and then it might get a little bit darker, so you probably need a bit more light. So you just open up, maybe either take a slower exposure, or open the aperture a little bit more if possible. So anyway, that's a bit of a rambly explanation. That's my first attempt. So as you can see, it's powered by CR1632 batteries, like watch batteries, but I just bought them on Amazon. You get a pack of 5 for £3. That'll keep me going for a bit. Oop, I just have to watch out. I'm sure that happens to a few people. So there's a tiny little screw there, so it can easily be lost. But there it is. There's the battery. Nice little design feature. This is all metal, by the way, so it feels nice and well made. This particular cold shoe attachment bracket, if that's the right phrase, can be moved across. So if your particular camera is very specific, and you may appreciate having that choice, because it will mean that particular features on your camera are still accessible. I think the whole point of this device is so you don't have to use either a very expensive light meter, because these are like 60 odd quid, 69 quid I think, RRP. You can just use an app on the phone, but again it's a bit awkward. It takes you away from the just shooting photos experience, so I thought I'd give it a go. So I'll be using that next time I'm out.